And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. Yeah, there's a whole lot of progress because I just lost 26 minutes of footage because my computer locked up. Yeah, my computer is still doing that, and I've tried everything to get it to not do that. So, short of spending money I don't have to build a whole different computer and a whole different, just do a fresh install on a wholly separate computer with different RAM and CPU and all of that, I have no idea what's causing it. I even had my CPU, my computer thermals, a window of my thermals up, and none of my thermals were over like 50 degrees C. So yeah, I'm doing just fine on my thermals. So it's not that. It's not RAM. I've done RAM checks. So at this point I am at a complete loss as to what it might be. So yeah, your guess is literally as good as mine. No idea what could be the problem. Okay, that one's fine there. So let me just finish this out and get back to explaining what was lost, because I'm going to try to make this episode as short as possible so I don't lose any of the footage of me re-explaining everything I just did. Let me get this all up and running first. I am going to put a pump in here. For funsies. No, I didn't want it that. What? You to there. There we go. Unt. Really? Power pole again? This power pole has been the bane of my existence since I started this. Go away. Alright, so we have a new mod that I added. I went over all this. This is aggravating that I have to recover all of this stuff. There's a new mod that I added called No Empty Containers. And what it does is it adds an easy way to pack and store things without the need of separate containers. And it's super fast. So on each one of these, I have this bank of 3, I've got packing, and this bank of 3, I've got packing, and then they're merging, going all the way over. And then I have an unpacker over here. It's just very, very handy. And then this is unpacking all the ones that I just got. And I don't have any residual things that it's just better this way. My computer is already locking up constantly when I try to play the game, so if I can manage to find some nice shortcuts, I will do just that. Alright, so this should be fully maxed. This is also maxed. I took quite a few generators off each side here. No. There we go. Now we're starting to tickle the edge here. All right, so we have a total of 400 residue coming in from all of these banks. So each one of these banks of 3 is producing 100 heavy oil residue per minute. And then so we have 4 of these, which, I mean, we have 480 production or potential consumption, but lower this down by 80, which is roughly, what is that, 33%? It's a third. 40, 80, 120. Yeah, it's a third. So a third less than 80, divide that by 3, and you're looking at 20 something. So instead of, well, yeah, I could run the calculator. 120 per minute makes 80 per minute. 80, 160. Another full one of these is 3, or 80, yeah, 160. Another 80 is 320. No, another 80, not 320, it's 240. And then probably another 60 from that. So we're producing about 300 fuel per minute from this. So the excess, this is using 15 a minute. So how many generators at 300 a minute, we can supply 20 generators with fuel. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 10. This is half the number of generators that we could supply. Which is crazy to have, you know, twice as many generators out here. Or, in case we don't need that amount, what we could do out here these autosaves have been saving my progress, and I am, even though they are laggy, they have kept me from having to spend hours and hours and hours redoing the whole setup. So one thing I want to do is, we have 10 of these, and I think 10 of these, I mean, if we look at the power potential, we have a lot of potential, and we're working up towards nuclear, which is going to make it even more crazy. So one of the things that we want to do, let's see if we go into this, how are we going to line up? Well, there's a lineup right here. So one of these, like recycled rubber, right? We could recycle rubber, turn plastic into rubber. We could do the same to plastic, turn rubber into plastic. I think we're going to do that. And this uses 60 per minute. So we have enough. We have like 150 potential for this. And you can see this is going to make a lot of plastic, which is one thing that we are short on right now. So let's do, there's plastic. Now I need to borrow some rubber over here. This is a merger, right? Yeah, that's a merger. So one thing I could do is get a little crazy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that is offset a little bit, isn't it? 1, 2. I need to grab some rubber from there and move it back in here, but I don't need a lot of it. If I look at what I need, 60 per minute? Okay, well that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. But I think we'll be able to make it work. Let's go right in here. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be able to get underneath all of those just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we line these up here, one, two, three, four, five. I'm rethinking how close I made those, so let's. I need a way in over here, so let's not snuggle that up too close. And yes, we're going to do recycled plastic, recycled plastic, recycled rubber. Sort of a catch-22. How much are we going to need? We're going to need quite a lot. So, I know this is loud next to this stupid thing. I apologize. It will be over soon. You know, I just realized I have 2 of these. So this is going to have to be a little bit further out. Is that enough space? Not even close. No reason to be so stingy. 1, 2, 3. I think we could probably get rid of these. There we go. Okay, and then this to here. No. Did I put those in backwards? Oh my god, I did. How did I do that? Like, how did I put those in reverse? Now this is going to be all messed up. How did I put those in reverse? I like deconstructed them and then constructed them, and somehow they were backwards. The game is usually way smarter than that. I don't need 1, 2, 1, 2, splitter, conveyor belt. All right, so there's 120 a minute. There's 60 a minute, 60 a minute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now power. And then this one is going to be recycled rubber, recycled plastic, recycled plastic. Okay. So these two are going to be both outputting plastic. Is that the center of the thing? Yep. You have to be standing. Why am I not able to center it on that? Hey, look at that. I just eyeballed it and it centered it. Okay. Let's wait till this autosave finishes. Okay, now I would like this one to go in there. And then I'm going to put a splitter right here. So this Mark II, let's make this a Mark III. This will be a Mark II. And then you want 60 plastic per minute. So let's do Mark 1. So grabbing some of the plastic that we're making to then convert back into rubber will allow us to use up some more of the fuel that we're in excess and get us closer to that using of 150. So this actually uses 180 fuel per minute. So we could underclock one of these, for example. So we want conveyor belt Mark II, I think, to come in here. want a splitter over that somewhere. Now, the return of the goods. So we'll have some plastic. Plastic can go up there. So we're going to have another one going this way. Like so. Let's seed the system here. Where did the rubber go? Oh, I thought I had some rubber on me. Guess I don't. How about some of this? Okay, let's figure out rubber now. So this splits, gets converted into there. Do we want to borrow some rubber over here and make it into plastic? It's kind of turning into a catch-22. I'm pondering. Because this is actually enough to keep both of those going. So I might do this. Instead of splitting out rubber, I'm going to use that plastic. And I'm going to merge extra rubber in. Right? Because this plastic is getting split, so I'm getting at least 120 over here. Right? As long as I actually fill this out. Okay, there it comes. So that's a Mark 1. So this is going to get some of that plastic. But I need some of this rubber in order to convert into this plastic. So rather than have... I guess all of this rubber will get converted into plastic. Oh, the math in my head it's hurting my head. We have this, and let's get one here. Yeah, right there. So all of this rubber can get then converted into plastic. Like so. And then some of the plastic, half the plastic gets converted into rubber, which then gets converted into plastic again. And around she goes. Using up fuel like nobody knows. All right, away we go. Let's add some rubber to you and to you, because I don't needs it on me. And now we have a little bit of excess plastic that we're sending back to where it needs to go. What is this? A Mark II? That's a Mark I. We need that to be... Oh, Mark I is fine. That's 60 per minute. So what do we do about excess rubber? Are we gonna get excess rubber? We'll have to see. These are all Mark IIs, right? Yeah. Why are you stuttery? You're Mark II, okay. So Mark III, 270, 120, 240. That should... Let's see, Mark II, that should be running smooth. And we just added some plastic into the system. And we're using enough, maybe enough electricity. Oh, look at that. We're actually burning some fuel. Crazy, right? Where these should not really stop. Okay, those might stop. These should continue going. Oh, I didn't do the output over here. Okay. This is where I crashed last time, is when I was doing this. Oh, come on. Jump up there. Really? I can't... Okay. Pipe. Am I out? Oh, yeah. Out of copper things. Should have some more in here. I don't. That is hysterical. And, yeah, I had to linger because of the autosave. I want to get this done. Do I need anything else while I'm here? Crying out loud. Okay. I'm gonna call it good for now. There we go. Alright. We should be seeing some sort of production here. Looks like we've got... Oh, look at that! Beautiful! A net gain. And look at the rubber flowing. Oh, it's glorious. Our base has been without rubber for quite some time. And look at plastic even. Nice. Like to see that. I mean, yeah, we don't have any like backlog of it, but still, that really helps. And yeah, we have alkalat for days. First time we've sent a significant amount of rubber back home. And plastic. Oh, that should really help production. Like really a lot. We have been hurting for a while now on both rubber and plastic because the system basically shut itself down. And now that we're, you know, using power, you are off? What? This whole system is shut down too? Yep. This system basically self-regulates. I might need to hook this guy up to the main base power again. Yeah, let's do that. So your main base power? Yeah, let's hook you up. And then you over there. Here we go. A little bit of bump in capacity, but since we're actually using a lot of power, these should be slowly, yeah, these are slowly running. You are just asking for a rocket to the face, dude. Which means these should very slowly start to use up enough fuel to kick on it a little bit and give us a little bit more resin. Now, we might need to upgrade some of these to make rubber faster. Because if this fills up, which it's looking like it is. I even upgraded that as a Mark 6 belt. So yeah, we're doing gangbusters on this right now, which is excellent. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.